The hero's journey, what is it? It is the classical thing that basically a lot of stories are built on, and what a lot of people were complaining about Jon Snow having it and then it being dropped randomly, when in reality it wasn't. If you look at this chart of what the hero's journey actually is, I will be explaining to you in this video how Jon actually did do a hero's journey and complete it. Status quo at home. Jon joins the Night's Watch, something he's always wanted to do with his life. He always thought he was a bastard and he couldn't be the Lord of Winterfell, so he would go join the Night's Watch when he was old enough so he could do that, because he can't rule and people don't want him there, so he might as well go. And he's happy there. He starts to do good in it. But the call to adventure, he goes out on a mission with the Lord Commander up north to find some wildlings, and they are kidnapped. Crossing the threshold, he actually joins the wildlings, the bad guy's side. The roads and trails. Even after he returns to the Night's Watch, he fights off some White Walkers, and he finds out that they're real and tells people that they're real. And he even kills some of them, and he saves the wildlings and brings them back. Abyss. He literally goes to the Abyss. He dies. He is killed by his people. Metamorphosis. He is turned into the King of the North after he returns home, because he's no longer the Watch Commander and his watch has ended. Even though he doesn't want to be the king. He goes down south to get some help with the walkers who are coming and get the dragon glass, and he teams up with Daenerys, who he thinks should be the rightful queen because she seems decent enough. He goes to the meeting of the people and he starts the little war between the two of them by not wanting to kneel to Cersei and say he won't take sides because he's already taken sides. The ultimate boon. Now, everybody thought that it was basically all of episode 3, but Jon didn't really do much in it. But his one was in the next episode when they attacked the city. And he starts to see that, oh, I was wrong, because they surrendered, and Daenerys is still killing everybody, even though they've surrendered. And that's when you get to the end. The climax of the tale. The other boon. The return of the boon. He starts seeing how everything is literally falling apart around him, how Daenerys is evil, how he's chosen the wrong side. And, you know, how she's basically the devil, and here's her little Hitler speech. And he knows what he has to do. And she promotes the scum that was killing people who had given up, who had surrendered. And even though he loves her, he stabs her and kills her. And that was the point of his story. He was the prince that was promised. He was supposed to rid the world of the ultimate evil. And, you know, her plans were to go around killing everybody in Westeros. Obviously, he ridded Westeros of the ultimate evil, because he may not have rid the world of ice, but that was Arya did that. He rid the world of the fire, because, you know, she was fire. She had a dragon. She was going to burn everybody alive like she did King's Landing. And he's put in prison, and he is sentenced not to death, but to return to the Night's Watch. The place he always wanted to be, what he originally wanted, and what was his home. And he returns home. So, wasn't that the point of the hero's journey? And he even gets to become the Lord Commander again from the looks of his clothing. So, he started wanting to just join the Night's Watch, be a regular old Night's Watch person. He goes to north of the Wall on an adventure. He joins the That's his call to adventure. Crossing the threshold, he joins the people he thinks are evil, the wildlings, and he finds out what true evil actually does lie across the wall. The roads and trails, he starts fighting the Night's King and their walkers, and saves the wildlings who he thought were evil, who ended up actually being on his own side. He literally died being his abyss. He metamorphosed into the King of the North, and then he joined Daenerys. The ultimate boon, when he discovered that, when he fought on the side of Daenerys and he discovered that, oh shit, she's actually Hitler. They're returning the boon. He killed her and was sentenced not to death, but to return home. And then he's back at home, back to being a Night's Watchman. So, I think Jon Snow did the hero's journey pretty well. When you look at it, I mean, I know Gary at Nerd Rock will be pissed that this is actually a thing because, well, you know, it is. Sorry. He completed his hero's journey. It's not the one you wanted it to be, but it was a hero's journey. Nonetheless. Now they can bitch that, oh, she just became evil and I never liked the Mad Queen theory, but they can't bitch about this one anymore because this one came true. He's even his prophecy. He killed the ultimate evil. It just wasn't the evil you thought it was. So, what do you think of Jon's hero's journey? Are you one of the people that hated the series? Or you one of the people that actually liked the series? Or you one of the people that just felt it was underwhelming how the series ended, and you're not going to throw away all the shirts you've bought over the years and the DVDs and everything that you've bought for Game of Thrones and just say, I hate the show, I'm never going to watch it again? Or you want the people that just, it was okay, I might watch it again in a couple years. Comment down below, like, dislike, and hey, have a good one.